I am 55 years old. I have held a press credential in cities where the wrong story got told so many times, it eventually became the only story. Bob McAdoo's name belongs on that list. McAdoo was not a problem player. He was a precise instrument placed inside broken machines and blamed for the noise. Stay with me. Because what history did to this man between 1976 and 1996 is one of the cleanest cases of institutional dishonesty I ever witnessed up close. Nobody has lined it up this honestly until right now. Buffalo, New York, 1972. McAdoo entered the league as a 7-foot center who could shoot from anywhere on the floor. By 1975, he had won the MVP award and led the league in scoring 3 consecutive seasons. He was the youngest scoring champion in NBA history. Buffalo believed they had their cornerstone for the next decade. What they actually had was an owner named John Y. Brown who bought the franchise for $6 million and immediately began selling players to recover the purchase price. Within 8 months, the Braves traded away 70% of their roster. Moses Malone went to Houston for a draft pick and $100,000 cash. The team collected over $3 million from player sales. McAdoo watched his teammates disappear one by one. On December 9, 1976, it was his turn. He went to New York for Tom McMillan and cash. Buffalo needed the money more than they needed their superstar. I was at Madison Square Garden in early 1977 with a credential around my neck. A man named Terrence from Newark, 41 years old, was seated 2 rows behind the press table. After a fourth quarter where McAdoo scored, but the Knicks still lost, Terrence said to no one in particular, "They are going to blame him for all of this." He was correct. The conventional story says McAdoo was selfish and couldn't fit within a system. Here is what actually happened. The Knicks had no chemistry. He played under 3 different coaches in 2 years. The organization forced him into a power forward role to accommodate Marvin Webster, despite that being outside everything his game was built around. He averaged 27 points and 12 rebounds, and the team still went 4-10 in January. The media blamed McAdoo. McAdoo described his time there as a zoo. That is not a player failing a team. That is a functional player inside a dysfunctional organization, absorbing blame that belonged to the people running it. Then came Detroit in 1981. 6 games played, a filed grievance with the Players Union. General Manager Jack McCluskey told him directly they did not want him playing because they wanted younger players to develop. McAdoo believed he was healthy. The team said otherwise. The truth was more complicated than either side admitted publicly, but the narrative hardened. Problem player, can't win, fading. He never faded. He made the smartest decision of his career instead. He joined the Los Angeles Lakers and accepted a bench role behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Pat Riley said the Lakers would not have won championships in 1982 and 1985 without McAdoo's contributions. McAdoo admitted it was difficult mentally to move from MVP to reserve. He did it anyway. 2 rings. I have never, not once across all those years at those buildings, watched a man absorb that much institutional failure and respond by winning championships off the bench. Then 1996 arrived, the NBA's 50 greatest players list. McAdoo was the only MVP and 3-time scoring champion left off entirely. His oldest son was the one who told him. Bill Russell had called him the greatest shooter of all time. His career scoring average was 22.1 points per game. None of it was enough that year. History corrected itself. Hall of Fame in 2000. NBA 75th anniversary team in 2021. Both arrived late. Both arrived. What Bob McAdoo taught me, without meaning to, is that the players history mistreats longest are usually the ones who were simply operating in the wrong place at the wrong time inside organizations that needed someone to absorb blame. I am 55 years old. I was in those buildings. McAdoo had 1 MVP, 3 scoring titles, and 2 championship rings. The 50 greatest list left him out. The 75th anniversary team put him back. The number that defines this story is not any of those. It is 22.1. Every single season, regardless of what was breaking around him.